Well, I don't know what that means. Means I might not have much time. But look, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to say and understand me when I say that children are right on time. They're like a sponge. I remember when I was growing up, starting out as a kid, raised by old folks, going to church all the time. I got a chance to hear about God, got a chance to hear about Jesus, got a chance to hear about a lot of that stuff. And when I started going to high school and started understanding government and how they work, and then becoming aware of the agencies that are designed to protect this country. You know, agencies like the FBI, the NSA, uh, CIA, and others similarly. And then when I really got to understand that their job is to protect Americans at all costs, being willing to lie, to cheat, to steal. And usually whenever you heard about some of these organizations, especially back in the day when I was hearing about the FBI, it was that they were bothering and harassing Dr. King. So that made them appear on a negative to me. Usually every time you hear something about the CIA, it's all undercover, this, that, and other. And you know how people feel when things are undercover. Watch out. And so it kind of helped me see America across the board when I see so many problems continuously existing. It tells me that America, as a kid, was under the authority of Satan, under the authority of evil, under the authority of the devil, all those little, uh, whatever you want to call them. And so the thing that was most important to me was, how do you beat this? How do you get out of this? Something says, whatever you got to give, make sure that when you leave the best of you. You leave the best of you. And so I can personally feel that there's no better thing than for me to be satisfied in life, to be fulfilled in life. And when I feel that way about me, for some strange reason, I naturally feel that every last one of you are saying the same things. And when I look at governments here and there and everywhere, I always see them. The aspirations are basically the same in every country. They have different approaches in trying to achieve them, but the truth of the matter is that they are not trying to really achieve them. They're just propagating, they're just tricking folks. Somebody's taking advantage of people who think they don't know what's going on. And the truth of the matter is, they nor the people know what's going on as far as trying to make the kind of change that I'm speaking of. They can't do it. They are never in their intention. And so when I recognize this, I think about people who find all kinds of things to keep people divided. I see people divided on race, ethnicity, sexual origin, whatever. Anything to divide, anything to keep you separated, anything that allows the systems to continue to exist. But for me, ladies and gentlemen, it's a little bit more important than that. You know, I recognize that there are people all over the world got all kinds of things going on. You got the richest people in the world. You can tell they got so much that they can never use. Go and feed two or three more different worlds, but you won't feed this one. And you look at that and you think about the people, the suffering. I heard this morning on the news that the criminal president, which is another thing, you have to be ruled by Satan. America has to be ruled by Satan. You have a criminal to be president of the United States who failed to win, yet he just stepped up there anyway. And the people that have supported evil all since the beginning are supporting this evil. And people hear about something that's so much better. But what does it mean? Well, look and see if you seeing the results of it. That'll tell you what it means. But I heard this guy want to send people, this fake president, want to send military into Chicago because so much crime is going on. And I know this is what they think of. This is the only thing they can think of. That's why for 250 some odd years we've been here, America has been here and hasn't fixed any problem. Hasn't fixed any problem. And right now, this guy, this is just an example, says we want to send the military in because of this crime. Well, you got crime here, you got crime all over the nation. But what does crime indicate? Crime indicates the failure of the system. Crime indicates the failure of the people to govern themselves. That's what crime means. You have failed. Now, look at this guy, President of the United States, fake President of the United States. What does he want to do? He want to cut health care. He want to cut Medicaid. Now, those are just two little things. So many other things he wants to cut. I guess on the door he left open was people who don't have a job to go back to the cotton fields, making America great again. But that's not happening. And this is the only thing that they can do. What do you think that's going to do? You think crime was bad? You're going to issue in all of this additional pain that's going to come in and mess them up like you better believe it. You. See, this is what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. They don't know the answers. They don't know the answers. You even know that when more pain comes, people going to do those kind of things to survive. That killing ain't nothing. That's why they be robbing you in your own house with the pain that the system is trying to bring down on certain people. And they have no solution but a military that must have about that you every street corner. Won't that be great? But that's not the solution. I'm gonna tell you simply the solution. The solution simply is this: put everybody to work. Make sure everybody got a job that they've chosen. Make sure that there's a job that they love, that they got. That's the beginning. Make sure everybody got a job. And everybody that got a job, everybody that's working, everybody that's participating, everybody that's producing is entitled. So they ain't got to steal. They ain't got to get angry. They ain't got to kill. And you just compare that statement right there with what the system is doing and see how you come out. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'll leave it there. And I want to thank you so very much for giving me this your time on this day. Until next time, Eddie Martha say goodbye for now.